Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today I am playing with some buttons. I wanted to cover these and it's not an easy task, but once they're done, they're really cute. And I thought you guys might like to come along. I know I've seen them somewhere by someone. I know Pam's done a few different button things, and I think I saw Natasha do these a long time ago, but I did not go in and try to find their videos on anything or anyone else's. I just sat down and started playing and thought I'd bring you guys along. So what I have today, I have some Mod Podge. I also have some matte medium, acrylic matte medium I wanted to try with it. I have not tried yet, so let's do that now. I have a pokey tool. Okay, I have my tweezers, my sharp tweezers. Okay. I have a little, this is my it's a file. Usually I use my files, but I grabbed this and it worked really well to kind of go in and clean them off on the edge if I want to. Now on these, I left them going overlapping on the bottom. On this one, I just did it on the top and then I filed it off of the top. And this part is hard to get it to go down, and you do get some lines, which I like. I think they look kind of cool, you know, and vintagey and old, so I don't mind that. But what I'm using, I tried to do it with some plastic buttons. It was kind of a hassle, so I grabbed my wood buttons. I have all my buttons separated into different jars. I think I've shown you guys that. Anyway, so I grabbed some wood buttons because they don't have as much of a shiny outer surface on them. Now what I was doing to spread this on, I was just taking my pokey tweezers and holding the button with those, and that kind of made it a little bit easier to get the glue or the adhesive onto it. And I think for me, I did a few, and I think for me the easiest paper to use is a thin, I have an old book here with very thin paper, and that is what I am using. And I'm just cutting off, like taking off a piece that'll fit onto the top, onto the top. Okay, and then if you have like this one here, I used the edge of my tweezers, okay, and kind of went in and smoothed it into those corners. All right, but with this one, because it's just the flat, I can just use my thumb and press it in. Okay. And then if I want to, I can put it on the sides. And I think I will for you guys. Also, it's that I'm using the acrylic. I just wanted to see what it would do, if it would do as well for me as the Mod Podge was. Just real quick. So if it doesn't work as good, I'll let you guys know. Or you'll know with me. So I'm just going to do the top on this one, and I'm going to show you what I did with that one. I just kind of let it dry. Okay, I did these edges, made sure they were down good, and I'm taking it over the edge of the paper because it'll seep through the paper and kind of seal it onto those edges. And we're going to let that one dry. Okay, right there. When that's done drying, I will, I'm going to pour a little more Mod Podge. When that's done drying, I will file the edges off and show you what I did with that. Now I'm going to grab one that's got more of a, like this one here. It's got more of a sunken in on the center there, so I can kind of show you what I did. Okay, this one's pretty small, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll work the same. I don't know if the edge of my tweezers will fit in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint this one on the sides and prep it for, just kind of get it wet and get it ready for the paper. And then I'm going to tear off a little piece that'll fit around and over it. Okay. And I'm going to sit this down on the tweezers. I tried this earlier and I made it through fine. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then all I did was take the tweezers and kind of push into that corner. I hope it works this time as well as it did the first time. You know how things are once you get on camera. It's like oh, so how's everybody doing? It's Saturday. I thought this might be a fun little kickback project for a Saturday. Make some fun buttons, little vintage buttons for us. Now, on this part, okay. Oh, Tara, honey. Gee, whizzle sticks. I am a messy girl, as you can see. So now we don't need to Mod Podge the front because I dropped it in the Mod Podge. Oh, brother. Anyway, I was going to say, I just took this and painted the edges, okay? Got it nice and wet, and I don't, like I said, these are going to get glued down to, I don't know, snippet rolls, pages, covers, whatever. So I really do not care if this loops over to the back, okay? Because, like I said, these are not going to be visible, this part. If you want, you can file it off or tear it off. Like this, some of this will have to come off because it's too much. So I'll be snipping this part. Okay, and then okay, kind of give it a push on these edges, smoothing it out a little bit. Okay, and then before I, can you guys see? Let me get a little bit closer here. And I'm going to move my paper back so I'm not like right on top of my Mod Podge. So I have a work spot there. Okay. So what I did was I took and I poked a hole. Actually, I used my pokey tool, not my tweezers. Here we go. Carefully, because your paper will rip or be kind of weird around the holes. And I did this before so that I could Mod Podge over them. Okay. And grab your brush again and do a layer of, and it's just a thin layer. It doesn't need to be thick. Just kind of covering that. And I know I'm touching it where I just painted it, but it's all right. Once it dries, it'll be on there. Okay, and just set that aside and let it dry. Now let's try this here and see how it's doing. Let me see. I wasn't sure how now I've seen Pam do this, and I do it on a lot of stuff. Take a file and just a rough, file, any type of file. A nail file's fine. I just happen to have this new scissor sharpener file, and it's pretty hefty, so I thought I'd try it. But go around the edge and just make a clean edge. Okay. And now on this one, I did not poke through first. So hopefully, I'm just holding it up to the light so I can see. Okay. Or I guess I did. Yeah, it's just the paper. Like I said, the stuff went through. So I'm going to grab a little bit more. Cover that one more time on the top. And if you just blow on the holes, the glue will go away. Okay? There we have that one. All right. It looks like either one works fine. So now this was one I had done just before, so it's ready. Now here's what I did. I took, let's see. I took some of my distress ink and just went around the edges, and you could distress these with any color, like that's brown. And then I was just thinking that I'm gonna grab it over here in my drawer. Some blue would look kind of pretty, or some green, whatever color you like, any color actually. If I can find my, I've stuck it in here, didn't I? No, that's my green one. Oh, there it is. I knew I had it out the other day. Okay. And then on top of the brown, kind of do the blue a little bit, just to give it a little different effect. Kind of even do some on the top. Oops. And I was thinking of Pam. She does little, where is mine here? Let's see. She does little liquid pearl stuff. Let's see, for fun. Okay, I am totally off, but you get the point. We'll just let that dry, okay? All right. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to grab another one. Do I have any bigger ones in here too? Yeah. I have a couple. Well, this one's just a flat one. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Here's another one like that. I kind of like those. They look cool. Okay. Oh, so I got my computer, and I spent yesterday in a very frustrated state, but it was all worth it in the end. I got GIMP. I was going to do Photoshop, as you know, and then I really started researching because that's me. And so who knows? I may get Photoshop later on down the road, but for right now, I'm going to use GIMP. And then I'm also looking into, I've got 2 samples of a couple of different ones, art programs. One is Rebel 5 Pro, and that one is really a cool painting program, and I love to paint, but this would be painting without the mess. And then also I'm going to look at Krita. It's another one that's got a good reputation and is free. Now Rebel 5 is not free, but you can buy it instead of renting it. Photoshop, the thing with them is, oh my gosh, I mean, you can't buy it anymore because they make you, rent it from them and rent the lease, the license for a year at a time or monthly. Either way, it's super, super expensive. Now on this one, you do have to hold it down first. These buttons, you do have to hold them down for a minute to get that Mod Podge to stick good, Okay. I'm kind of doing my nail in there and seeing how that works. It could easily rip the paper, but I'm hoping that it's working. Looks like it is working, actually, if I just do it gently. Yeah, so see, it went in. So now we have that divot. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do, I did not use my tweezers this time, I know. It's kind of awkward to use them. So, now I'm just painting the edge because I did like the way this type of button looked with the edge done. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I am now going, after this video, I'm going to be online shopping for my printer. Because I have been printerless for 2 weeks, which, yeah, it's not good. Not good, not good, not good. So now that I've got the computer set and everything, I'm going to be working on that part. So hopefully pray for me that, well, you guys, by the time you see this on Saturday, I will have purchased one, because this is Thursday. As you can tell, I have not gotten way ahead of myself. This is Thursday, the same week. So yeah, I will have purchased one. I started to say pray for me, but you guys won't hear about this until Saturday, and I will have already done it. So anyway, so see, there we go. That's that part. Okay, and now we're going to take our little pokey tool, and I'm going to do the holes. And like I said, I think I like doing it beforehand better, because then the paper is sealed really well around the holes. See what I mean? And you just blow on it and that glue will go away. Now, I was going to say I grab my tool here and just for a second go like this, or your tweezers, either one. This might make a little more sense. at least this time. I do think I like the Mod Podge maybe a little bit better than the acrylic matte. I don't know. What do you think? This is the acrylic matte. It seems to have sealed fine. So I've got the satin Mod Podge and I've got the matte. And I always kind of like that little bit of satiny look. And I think that's probably why I'm thinking I like it better, because that matte acrylic is really matte. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to embrace this paper being on the back and just paint it on and not worry about it. Because then at least I know the button is covered. Let's try this little guy. Now I did try thicker paper and I personally did not like how it was working. So I went back to my old book pages. That's why I'm using these thinner, because to me it just, you know. But my, the paper I was using was one of my music papers, and it's kind of thick. It's a little bit thicker. So it wasn't wanting to attach to the button. So, but if you can get it to work, go for it. I didn't have the patience for it, to be honest. I was like, okay, I'm just not going to do this. So you just hold that for a second. Hold it for a second. There we go. So I gotta say, you guys, I just am thanking the Lord for my blessings. We've been doing a lot of like devotions on the goodness of God, the faithfulness of God, and I look at my life and where I am today and where I was, you know, a few years ago, and I'm just utterly amazed at how good He is, how faithful He is, you know. I mean, we just do not deserve the depth of His faithfulness to us. It's amazing to me. And I just have to mention that because it's been on my mind a lot, especially, you know, getting to see my daughter, and then, you know, my health being what it could have been and what it is, and you know, it's so much better than it should be, actually, and then like the financial blessings that he's bestowed on me, that and Courtney, that we didn't have before. I mean, coming from where we came from, you know, just all of it, you guys. So give him thanks today for the little things, the big things, for everything. Just for him being him being faithful. And if you're going through something, you're not alone. He's with you. And if you don't feel him, that doesn't mean he's not with you, guys. I want you to remember that, because there's been many times, trust me, many times when I don't feel. And I say I don't, not that I didn't, because there's days when I don't feel like I feel alone, you know, or I don't feel his presence. And I have come to know that whether I feel something or not is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change who he is. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned to get past that I don't feel thing and just appreciate that he is who he says he is, and he can do what he says he can do. I've learned to appreciate that I am who he says I am, and that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so, yeah, I just wanted to take a minute today and while we're together and say, I give you glory, Father, and I love you, and I thank you for every blessing in Jesus' name. So it's just in my heart. I just wanted to speak a reminder of our gratefulness, you know. Taking this little piece off. There we go. And so you can see it's not even. It's all jagged and stuff. But like I told you, once these are glued, now I may take a piece right here because this is bare, and just tear a little piece off of a page here. Okay? And use it on this edge. Just because that spot was totally bare. But for the most part. And then I just took the Mod Podge and patched it on there, see? You guys see? Right. Oh, I did it again. Oh my gosh. Tara. I am so embarrassed at my clumsiness sometimes. Honestly, you guys. Oh, well. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Now that piece, I'm going to poke through here real quick because I've got like a spot there that's... There we go. Anyways, okay. Tara cannot have the things that she's working with right under her because the things that she drops are going to drop right into it. But anyway, there we go. So another one. I think they're really cute. I do. I think they're cute. They're fiddle. No, you know, they're messy more than anything because, you know, you get the glue on your hands. But when don't we get glue on our hands? I mean, seriously. It's very rare that I don't get glue on my hands. And y'all know that. So, yep. I'm trying to bring these down to just the right size to where they fit over all points without it being too much, you know. And I think that is right. Yeah. Looks about like it will. Okay. I was thinking even, oops, where'd my brush go? Oh, my other end of my brush fell off. That's funny. Oh, well, it's an old makeup brush anyway. I use makeup brushes for my crafting a lot because I don't use makeup like I used to, you know. So I figure it's okay. Let's see if I can get this kind of centered so I can get it. I don't know if I made this one big enough because I am going to have to tuck this down around this inside. We shall see, right? So this time I'll use these because this is bigger. And as long as it's still up on this, I don't know why my desk is so uneven, but things just roll. I think it's my floors. I've told you, old house. Yeah, our floors are slanted, and so, oh, darn it. And so things get, when I sit things down, they just roll. Now I'm going to have to patch right there because it poked a hole, which, as you saw a minute ago, is not too big a deal. You just take a little piece, stick it on. Oh, it's fine. Okay, now we're going to do the holes. Okay, let me say 4. Yes. Okay. All right. Now turn that over and put it. I'm going to use my awl or my little pokey tool again. I'm just going ahead and putting it on the back so that the glue, the Mod Podge is there and ready for it when I fold the papers down. Like I said, we don't have to fold the papers over. We can do it like we did that one with the file and just use the wood edge, which looks fine. Looks really cute, see? So it's not necessary for you to do all this messy part because the easy part's covering the top. But I kind of like these going over like this, so yeah, I kind of think they look cute. Now before I push this all the way down, I am going to pull some of this up. You know what? I'm going to use the scissors because I'm going to rip the paper. There. Okay. There. And because I already had that Mod Podge ready, it just takes it right on. Okay. And you can't really, I mean, if you look really close, you can see where I patched this one because of the words being off, but technically, again, that just adds some character to it. Okay. And now we're going to, once again, either use your tweezers or your poke tool, doesn't matter. Both are going to need to be washed when this is all over. Go ahead and do that second layer of Mod Podge. Okay. All right. So this is another book page project. I told you we were going to do some book pages this week. I just really wanted to use some. And as soon as I get that printer, I'm going to go jump on that Nativity Journal hardcore. I have been working on it. I do have some spreads ready for the pages, you know, initial pages for the signatures and stuff. But like I said, I didn't have a printer to really print out on. Okay, so in just a few minutes, I did 5 more, and then this little guy has the little dots, which are totally uneven, but still looks cute. And let me see here. I have those other colors. Let's look. We have some green. Oh, here I have a blue. Let's do some blue on that. Yeah, on this one. Let's see. Let's do like a little, I don't know if I can even manage to do this. Let me see. I was going to say, let's do a little blue rim here on the inside. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? I hope. I'm trying to do like a little circle. I know I'm going to screw this up. You know I am. Because I have a super, see? I did. Because I have a super duper uneven hand. All right. No, I hate that. So we're just gonna go like this, and we're gonna spread that paint out a little bit. Some of the words will show through. It's gonna look grungy, and that's fine with me. I like that a lot better than trying to. I'm pulling some of it off so you can still see words. I'm gonna try to, yeah. That looks weird, right? Anyway, whatever. I tried. Oh, Tara. Anyway. Yeah, I have too shaky a hand to try and do something like that. I should have stuck with the dots and just, you know, yeah. But no, I have to get fancy and lose my verlovens, as my friend Shannon would say. Let's see, let's do some of the distressing on these real quick. I'm going to pull back just a little bit so you guys aren't like dizzy watching my hands. So as you can see, I'm just going around this edge with some vintage photo. And then I think I'll go ahead and, yeah, there you go. Nice, huh? I wonder if, I don't know, let's see, a little flat back in the center would look cute. I don't have my hot glue going, do I? Of course not. Let's see, we got all kinds of colors. Actually, that blue in the center of this one might look kind of cute. Oh, it doesn't really cover, it's not quite big enough to cover, I don't think, the holes, the buttonholes. I don't know if it'd matter though. Let's see. What do you guys think? Kind of cute. I think we might put that one on there just to cover my faux pas a little bit. I do have some larger, a little bit larger ones, but these, and now this one's small enough to actually hold a small one. Let me see, what color do I want to use? That one's pretty. Yeah. So you can take some flat backs, or you can do beads, you know, like regular beads. You don't have to use flat backs if you don't want. No, do we want this color? Oh wait, I have that red. Let's see that one. That one's pretty. The red with the gold. That one looks cool. Let's see if I got any heat here. Not quite. Well, it's coming. What do you know? I did. So I'm going to put this one here. There we go. Oops, got some of that rubber. Or glue, I mean. So there's that one. I wish I had a little bit bigger of the blue, but I don't, so we're stuck with the little guy. Get your tweezers, Tara. Be much easier, honey. I always do things the hard way. Now I'm just going to push this over really quick before it dries too much. It pretty much covers the little guy. And then, I don't know, we don't have to do flat backs on all of them, but I just thought that was cute. It's just an idea for them. I have my beads, but I don't have them out. Do I? Let me see. I might have a few here. No, I do not. I only have little seed beads in there. Oh well. So anyway, so that is our project for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to do some more distressing here. I actually think I definitely know that the acrylic matte, I can tell you, works just as well. Okay? It just depends on what type of, like I like that little bit of a shine. That's a satin. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to do some black here with this one, I think. Let's do, yeah. Let's do a little black on this one. Let's see. And then maybe on the center, I'll do the vintage. Just around the inside edge. Okay. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of these. If you enjoyed this little project, you could sit and just watch television and glue paper on the buttons all day long. And you can, like I said, you can also distress with other colors. We could do, real quick, I'll do a little bit of green on this one, dark green, or well, it's kind of a ivy green. That'd be pretty. There we go. Depending on what your project is, and if you wanted it to match, you know, something that you're working on. And then I do have some green little beads here, so you get the idea. Okay? So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and have a good time tomorrow if you go to church or with your family, or if you just get to hang out and craft at home. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. God bless.